We love ourselves. I remember something. Now, we do not love if the source of love is pain and the suffering. You cannot love pain and suffering. You cannot love uh, reaction, anxiety, anger. Now, this master picks up this topic and says that don't you love yourself the highest level? And the answer comes yes. Yes, we love ourselves. That is the highest love that we can do. We can leave any object of the world for the sake of ourselves because we love ourselves. Car is not working. I used to love that car. Now I leave the car for the sake of myself. I leave my honey for the sake of myself. I leave children for the sake of myself. So, what is that self which is the source of everlasting love? Is the discovery in meditation. We need to sit and think, whom do I love the most? Those worldly stuff doesn't work here. We say, what we say, two bodies, one soul. It doesn't work. It has a wrong notion. Soulmate. We are our own soulmate. When that source of love manifests through the mind, we express love and peace and happiness all the time. That is the objective of meditation. So before going into a deeper meditation, can we do the knowledge practice and reach to that state so that we can deepen the practice of meditation? So the master says, let us understand, am I a waking state or beyond? Am I a dream state or beyond? Am I a sleep state and beyond? We do an inquiry. And what is the operating principle of that inquiry? That is how these great masters used to live into that state of meditation 24/7. They need not to practice anything. So one of the highest journey. Question is, am I the waking state, dream state or sleep state? And what is the operating principle? Object and subject. I see you, you are an object, and I am a subject. So how do I know you? Through my sense organ. The eyes become the seer. So first operating principle is that we have to separate in our mind object and the subject. Second, we have to find out if the subject, the knower, the seer, is changing, drop it. Where? Drop it from the mind. You see one car is running and one car is still. Which car is still? This car. Same thing. And just follow this. 2 or 3 principles. There are objects in the world. Every object is different from each other. These objects are constantly changing. And we have to find out if the subject is changing, drop it. And we have to reach to that subject which never changes. Take one example. I see you. So whatever the object is, that is changing. And who is the knower of The world outside, these sense organs are the known. Oh, sense organ is the seer. Are my sense organ changing? Yes, it is constantly changing. I did not have a specs when I was born. Now I have it. Now I have these glasses. So it means all the sense organs are changing, but who knows the sense organs? The
अरे
mind.
रुको रुको
Mind is the seer.
क्या हो गया
Mind is the seer.
मैं तो नहीं थी
Now, do I understand the mood of the mind, the thoughts of anxiety and stress and attachment? So, there is another seer.
आपकी वीडियो आ रही है वैसे आ रही है
Please mute the phone, Ashok, what you are doing.
Sure.
So, what happens? The seer is behind the mind. That knower is behind the mind. Every meditation, mindfulness, kundalini, mantra, tantra discovers that seer. That seer is known as the self, pure consciousness that is never changing, that is everlasting. That is the discovery of meditation. So when you start looking at the seer in the mind, the sense organ changes. There is another way. Sense organ looks at the object, leave the objects of the world, become aware of the sense organs. Mind knows the sense organs, leave the sense organ, come to the mind. Mind has all the contents of the thoughts and feeling and the sensations of anxiety, duality, conflict. I know it. Who knows it? Leave the mind, go behind the mind, you find your true self, and that is the source of love. That is the source of pure, or you can say that source is the pure consciousness. And it is of the nature of love, peace, happiness, and wisdom, and that is the goal of any meditation. So, what happens due to the wrong notion when I wake up? My mind makes me a waker. I become a waker, but I am not a waker. Why? Because I sleep also, but I am not a sleeper. And then I go into the dream. I am not a dreamer. But who knows all the waking state, the dream state, and the sleep state? There is someone who knows it. And the one who knows it is the seer, is the knower, is the self, is the discovery, is the goal of meditation. So in today's practice, so-called the practice of meditation, let us make a journey and see, can we go behind all the objects, all that is changing, to find that unchanging reality.